Hi, welcome to Backcountry Skiing Canada's Avalanche Conditions Report for Whitewater Ski Resort for January 23rd, 2015. We've just come out of a good storm cycle. We've had 30 to 35 centimeters over the last weekend, burying some of our recent surface hoar layers. Currently, Avalanche Canada is calling the rating in the Alpine considerable, and we've got a forecasted storm coming in through this weekend, and they're changing that rating tomorrow, Saturday, to high. So some of the things we want to talk about is what's going on in our local snowpack. So as we've got this 30 to 35 centimeters, it's sitting on some new surface hoar. We've been talking about surface hoar all winter, but we've got the January 15th layer and the January 10th layer. In our testing yesterday, we were doing some compression tests and we were getting a failure on the January 15th layer and on the next tap on the January 10th layer. So the concern is if you get a failure in those upper layers, you can get enough snow, enough mass going that it can step down to some of the weaker layers. Early last week, we had a large avalanche in the Catuttle Basin, which is outside of our area boundary, and it was a large size 3 avalanche with up to 2-meter crowns. And again, that went down to the December 17th crust surface hoar combination. So still a very active layer of concern for us. In the last 2 days, we've had 2 different skier accidentals in our backcountry. So as conditions started to improve, people are starting to step it out there more and explore. One of them was in Hummer A chutes for the locals that know the terrain. The folks that were going in there saw some tracks. People had previously gone in there, so they thought it was good to go, which is a common thing. And the third rider into the slope triggered the avalanche. The first 2 were able to exit to a safe zone, and the person that triggered the avalanche was also able to exit out to the side. So luckily nobody was caught. It would have been a devastating ride if they had been caught. With the low snowpack this year, there's still a lot of sharp trees, what we call pungies, that would really have a raking effect if you took a ride through them. So they were very lucky. It definitely caught them off guard. The following day, we had up into the Dog's Leg chute up in Weimer Bowl in our backcountry. 2 riders skied into the chute. The first one skied into the chute, did a ski cut, and triggered the top probably 10 to 15, 20 centimeters wind slab. And he was able to exit luckily into the side of the chute and let the rest of the slab run. And as it came into the bowl, it picked up more momentum. So the one in Hummer A we called a size 2, it was a large avalanche. The one in Dog's Leg is more probably a 1.5, but with high consequence. If the person wasn't able to exit out, he would have taken a large ride over the cliffs and it could have been a very serious outcome. So just because tracks have been laid into an area doesn't mean it's good to go. In the region, lots of other operations are reporting that it can be often the 3rd skier in, the 4th skier in. So just because somebody skied a slope doesn't mean it's good to go. It just means they haven't hit the sweet spot yet. So when you're looking at that terrain, do again pick your terrain carefully and cautiously. Going into the weekend, with Avalanche Canada changing their bulletin, we're getting a large Pacific frontal system coming into the area. We could see upwards of 30 centimeters through till Sunday. With this frontal system, we're going to see moderate to strong southwest winds, which will transport all of this new snow, and rising freezing levels. So hopefully we hang in there and we got lots of deep powder out of it. Obviously, the more snow, the more loading on those weak layers, and the more potential for natural and human-triggered avalanches. So please be cautious. Anytime there's high avalanche hazard, it's a good time to stay out of the backcountry, enjoy the inbounds terrain, and have a great weekend. So stay tuned for next week's Avalanche Conditions Report with Backcountry Skiing Canada. And if you want to see any of the other videos, conditions report that we've done, just check out the links and Backcountry Skiing Canada's homepage. And again, feel free to give us any information that you see as you're traveling out there. Have a great weekend.